Hey friends, Ken Brand here with Better Homes and Gardens, Gary Green in the Woodlands in Magnolia. I want to give you a quick market update now that can you believe that it's March already? So here's what's going on with listings. These in orange here are this year's listings. There's 855 active listings on the marketplace. What this means for buyers is there's an excellent selection. What this means for sellers is there's lots of competition. So what's happening in the sales market? Here we track sales month by month. What we can see here, this is February sales. So February of this year was almost equal to February of last year. Last year, all sales combined, this is all brokers combined, was the third best year in the history of the Woodlands. So it looks like things are going to be okay and moving forward pretty good. And as you can see here, March, April, May, June, July are going to be the very best months, the most active months if you're a seller. And the difference between 217 and 278 as we see this pop is about 28%. So we can predict that if things work out as they have historically, that business in terms of sales will be up about 25 to 28% compared to what it was this month, which was about the same as last month. So if you are a buyer, we talked about selection is great. If you're a seller, you want to position yourself to take advantage of the next 120 days. This is when most of the business is going to be happening. So what does all of that mean? Let's kind of dig a little bit deeper. Here I have information on current active listings. Here's an important point. All of the active listings combined have been on the market for 98 days and they haven't sold yet. The average list price is just under $800,000 at $799, and the median price is $534. If we take a look at what is selling, what's actually going under contract, what we find here, there have been 328 pendings and sales year to date. And so if we look down here, days on market, 61 days. So what has sold within 61 days on average, but what hasn't sold has been on the market for almost 100 days. So positioning in terms of pricing, merchandising, marketing, and powerful internet syndication to get your marketing done correctly is going to be super important. Now this is kind of interesting too. SP to OLP, that's sold price to original list price. So what this is 93%. So what that means, of the sales that have happened, they're selling for 93% of the original list price. So that means people have been reducing their prices because we see that 96% is what things are selling relative to the actual current list price. So it looks like on average people are reducing their prices, then they get them sold and they're selling at 93%. So the trick for a seller is to make sure that you have a position correctly so you don't have to have a price reduction and you get your property sold in a timely manner. So up here we looked at the average list price about 800, but look what's selling. Average sold is 401,970. So prices aren't falling. What that means is that the majority of sales are happening below 600,000 and 700,000, right? So the higher end's a little bit slower. And then what we see here is the median price. So half the sales are above 280,000 and half the sales are below 280. So things in the probably under 500,000 are pretty active, and that's a good market. So here's an important point as well. Of all the listings on the market, 855, 366 have had at least one price reduction. 42% of all the listings on the market have been reduced and they're still unsold and been on the market for an average of just under 100 days. So the key is to get your home merchandised correctly, exterior, interior, get it positioned price-wise so that you don't have to have a price reductions and it's appealing and you can get it sold, and we have the best 120 days coming up. And then of course you have to pick the best agent to get the job done, the best company, and that would be a Better Homes and Gardens Gary Green agent who knows how to position the home correctly, market powerfully, and get the job done. So this is what's going on, and if we can be of help, give us a call. I appreciate your time and attention. Thanks.